America has largely overcome racism, but those who exploit the issue will never admit that. I'm E.W. Jackson, president of STAN. Of course, there are still racists, anti-Semites, skinheads, the Nation of Islam, and others who believe in their own racial superiority and hate people who are not like them, but they're on the fringe of society. However, there is a pervasive problem of racism, and it is in the liberal mainstream media. Many of the managers, editors, and reporters hate black people who are not liberal, particularly those of us who are Bible-believing Christians. I know firsthand the attacks, distortions, and vicious lies that they perpetrate against people like me. But this is not about me. It's about the freedom of black people to think differently without being slandered, marginalized, and disqualified. Last year, I was the Republican nominee for Lieutenant Governor of Virginia. I am not a candidate for any public office now, but this issue still matters. Now, why do I say it's racism rather than ideology? Because it grows out of an attitude that is like the old slave masters. They believe black folks should be grateful to serve the role they choose for us. Do that, and you'll be allowed a few crumbs from the liberal master's table. But step out of your place, and you will be severely punished. Many of today's white liberals believe that Americans of African descent should be singing and dancing for all they have done for us. And we ought to hate those mean white people who believe in God and personal responsibility, who want poor parents to have educational choice for their children, and want to help people climb out of poverty instead of depending on the government. In other words, don't trust those people who want you to be free to determine your own destiny. They hate you. They're conservative. And throw that Bible in the trash. It might give you ideas about your God-given dignity and freedom. It might teach you the truth about marriage, human sexuality, and life. And that would make you intolerant and hateful. If you toe the liberal line, you'll be rewarded as one of the good blacks. They might even let you do a program on MSNBC. If you deviate, you'll be lynched. High-tech style, of course. Just ask Ben Carson, Alan West, Star Parker, Janine Borelli, and even Bill Cosby and Juan Williams what the media does to them when they dare speak the truth instead of bowing to liberal political correctness. Now, these liberals don't consider themselves racists any more than a slave master did. They're just trying to keep everyone in their proper place. While I was running for office, you would think I'd never served in the Marine Corps, graduated from college summa cum laude, or from Harvard Law School. In fact, they tried first to prove I never did any of those things. You would think I never practiced law, ran a business, or worked in ministry to make life better in the black community. They never let the facts get in the way. We must stand against this liberal media bigotry. Call, write, and email reporters and editors and let them know what you think of the lies, innuendo, biased reporting, and their racist attitude toward black folks who do not support abortion or same-sex marriage, which, by the way, is the majority of the black community. So take what you read in the mainstream liberal media with a big, fat grain of salt, because most of it is just plain false or far-left bias. And you can trust that the negative things they say about black people who are not liberal are flat-out lies. I'm E.W. Jackson, and it is time to take a stand.